I'm gonna wait because I know y'all hear my son in there screaming. Oh, why? Hey y'all, it is me, IAmLuhhShayy. Welcome back to my channel, my channel. I feel like I can't do that anymore because it's Vlogmas now. Maybe I should do like, welcome back to my vlog. That is corny as hell. So, hey y'all, it is December 1st. So not only does that mean it is Vlogmas, that means that my birthday is in 2 days. Ow, ow, ow. I ain't even doing nothing. Whatever, we ain't talking about that. Anyway, I'm here. I'm gonna have a few Christmas videos, but for the most part, I am going to be teaching and relating and all of the above. We're going to be talking about all things anxiety, mental health, just because I feel like around these times, especially around the holidays, there are a lot of people that suffer in silence, and I just want to let those people know that you are not alone. I got you. We got you. And if there's somebody who is unsure of what it is they're feeling and the feelings that you've been having and you don't know what it is, you may be scared to talk to somebody about it, I got you too. Because I'm going to be introducing y'all to a lot of stuff in these next 25 days. So I am going to be posting a video every day until December 25th. Like I said, every day is not going to be anxiety related. There are going to be some vlogs. There will be some Christmas stuff. Hell, I don't know, y'all. Anyway, let's focus on today. Today we are going to be talking about, I'm going to be talking to you guys about seasonal affective disorder. That is what today's Vlogmas lesson is going to be about. So if you ask me, I don't suffer from this. Might be a little bit of denial because my therapist be like, girl, the weather changed and you're crazy. But no, like literally that's what happens. So seasonal affective disorder, the acronym for it is SAD, which ironically spells sad. Seasonal affective disorder is a type of depression where the symptoms come out when the seasons change. A lot of people that are affected from it, they are affected mostly when it gets cold. So like when it's transitioning over to winter. So like late fall, early winter, right when that season changes. So basically right now. That's why I wanted to have this as my first video and have this put out, because it is something that a lot of people suffer from that they don't know. Well, you may notice it, but you don't think too much about it. Like when the seasons start to change, your mood starts to change. Not to diagnose anybody, but if you already have depression maybe, or you already suffer from some other type of mental health disorder, if you notice your moods changing around the time the season changes, then this may be something that you want to look into, or at the very least talk to your doctor about it. The symptoms of seasonal affective disorder are very, very, very similar, if not the same, as regular depression, because that's literally what it is. It's just a seasonal depression. You'll be fine during like spring and summer, you're fine. Fall and winter, your moods change and you feel sad. There are sometimes people who have it the opposite, where they're fine in the winter and they have the seasonal depression comes to them in the spring or the summer, but it's not. It's like this many people. So some of the signs and symptoms, if you're not familiar with the symptoms of depression, some of the signs and symptoms of seasonal affective disorder would be, you'll be feeling depressed for most of the day. Maybe not all day, a lot of times all day, but for most of the day. You'll be losing interest in activities that you once may have enjoyed. You have no desire to do those activities. You could have low energy, You could have problems with sleeping. You could be experiencing changes in your weight, your appetite. You may not want to eat as much, or you may be eating too much. There may be times where you will have difficulty concentrating. There will be times where you might be feeling hopeless and guilty and just not like worthy of the life that you have. And at the worst of symptoms would be you having thoughts of like death or suicide. So when it comes to the causes of seasonal affective disorder, a lot of doctors will tell you that the causes are unknown, but there are several like studies and several factors that go into play with the seasons changing that could be the reason why you would be experiencing seasonal affective disorder. The number one thing is the reduced amount of sunlight outside. So you know, when daylight savings time ends, daytime is what, 4 hours? Like it gets dark at 3 o'clock now. So with the drop in the amount of hours of daylight, that can affect the production of serotonin in your brain. So for those of you who do not know, serotonin is a chemical in your brain. It's a neurotransmitter, and it is responsible for feelings of happiness. It's literally its job. I looked up the definition of serotonin for y'all. So the actual definition from hormones.org says serotonin is the key hormone that stabilizes our mood, feelings of well-being, and happiness. So like I said, serotonin is happiness. The more serotonin your brain produces, the more happy you feel. So a lot of people that suffer from depression are on serotonin reuptake inhibitors. Serotonin reuptake inhibitors. Yes, that's the name of the antidepressant medicine. They have different types. So you have antidepressants that work on your serotonin levels, and then they have antidepressants that work on your norepinephrine. I think that's how you say it. So with the lack of sunlight that is outside, the lack of vitamin D, your body may not, there's a chance that your body may not produce enough serotonin, which will in turn result in maybe a little depression. So the change in the seasons can also affect the amount of melatonin your body has. So a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think that when you talk about melatonin, you're just talking about the little pills and the gummies that you can take or slip to your children in the middle of the night so that they can sleep. But your body naturally produces melatonin. So melatonin is not a sleeping pill, as a lot of people think. It's not a sleeping pill. It is a supplement. Or, I wonder, is supplement the right word? I'm gonna go with supplement. So it basically just adds to the amount of melatonin that your brain makes, so that your brain produces. Now when we're talking about serotonin and melatonin, they both help your body maintain like the cycle of night and day. And in people who suffer from seasonal affective disorder, the changes in the levels of melatonin and serotonin can throw off or disrupt the natural daily rhythms of your body in that night and day. As a result of that disruption, your body can no longer adjust to the day's length. It can no longer adjust to the longer nights and the shorter days. And this leads to, or it can lead to, sleep, mood, and behavior changes. There's this thing called the winter blues, where people start to like feel down in the dumps when the winter comes. And then as the spring and summer months come, they start to feel so much better, like their mood lightens, they're happier. Now, in some cases, the mood changes are so severe that they affect how someone can feel. It affects how they think. It affects how they deal with their daily activities. They might not want to partake in the activities that they do normally or that they do on a daily basis. It may affect just you doing regular things like getting up out of the bed or going to go take a shower or brush your teeth, wash your face. For some people, it affects that. Okay, so next I'm going to go into how seasonal affective disorder is treated. It can be treated a little differently than regular depression, because with normal depression, most people go through psychotherapy. They may get on antidepressants depending on how they feel about medication. But with seasonal affective disorder, there are a little bit well, it's like an extra type of treatment that you can receive that will, or that should, affect your mood. So on top of the psychotherapy and the antidepressants, you can also go through something which is called light therapy, and then you can also just take some vitamin D's. Simple as that. If you are feeling like that you suffer from seasonal affective disorder, I would definitely reach out to your doctor first, just to see if any of these treatments will work for you, or if that is something that you need. Obviously, everybody would benefit from taking extra vitamin D, so you can go to Walmart and buy vitamin D supplements and take those. That's fine. But with the light therapy, the psychotherapy, and the antidepressants, I would definitely speak to my doctor and see if that's something that I need, that is needed, or something that you could benefit from having. So since like the 80s, they've been using light therapy as a form of treatment for those who suffer from seasonal affective disorder. Basically what you do is sit in front of this special therapeutic light for about 30 to 45 minutes. And what this light is made to do is to make up for the amount of diminished sunlight because of the changes, you know, in the seasons and daylight savings time. Most will suggest that you do it the first thing in the morning when you wake up. The light boxes are 10,000 lux, which is like normal light bulbs go off of watts, but this light is lux, so it goes off of 10,000 lux. That's LUX, and it's about 20 times brighter than regular indoor light. But it has a filter to filter out the day, like the UV rays and all the UV stuff, so it's safe. It's just bright. Then you have the regular cognitive behavior therapy, regular psychotherapy. When people say they're going to go speak to their therapist, that's what that is, psychotherapy. Talk therapy, so talking through your feelings with a therapist. There's that. And then the antidepressants, like I said, where they have the different ones that work on increasing your serotonin levels or your norepinephrine. Every time I try to say that word, norepinephrine levels. More than likely for seasonal affective disorder, they'll be putting you on the selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. Those are the medications that work on that, or replenishing the serotonin that your brain may have lost, or making sure that you have the correct amounts of serotonin in your brain. A lot of people don't like taking medicine, and that is completely fine. There are some natural remedies. There are other ways like the light therapy and regular therapy and vitamin D that will help you. For me, I take medicine because I know it works. I've probably been through about 3 or 4 cocktails of medicine, of antidepressants and anxiety meds and all that, until I found the concoction that I take now that works for me. So with all that being said, that is seasonal affective disorder. I wanted to get this out today because the weather is changing. It is about, I am probably exaggerating, but it is 26 degrees in DC right now. It's cold, and it's getting dark at 3 o'clock. 2:30 probably. Like, it's dark early. I be tired at 5. Like, this 2020's daylight savings time, like the end of daylight savings time, is different than the rest of the years, because I've never felt like this in all of my years of living. I have never. Yeah, that is day 1 of Vlogmas with me. I hope I was able to teach you guys something today. Like I said, and like I always say, if I'm at least able to help one person, then my job is done. Please like and comment on this video. Tell me if you have experienced anything close to your moods changing around the time the seasons change. If you have been feeling that way but didn't know what it was, or didn't know how to put a word on it, let me know if I just helped you out. And please subscribe to my channel, because we got 24 more videos, 24 more days. It's lit, it's lit, it's lit, it's lit. Ow, 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 ow. Alright, I will see y'all tomorrow in Vlogmas Day 2. I'm doing my birthday photo shoot tomorrow. Ow! Shout out to my niece, she doing my makeup. Alright, peace out. Bye. Yeah, see those sleigh bells jingling, ring, tingle, tingling.
I'm on to lovely weather for a sleigh ride together.